think it's time to pull a jib out. Let's fill the sails. We're gonna do our first tack here. It's stuck. Damn spinnaker pole.
Careful, babe, careful. Just bloody going for it. The last time we sailed Jacques Mate was in May of 2018, and we got smashed in a squall on our way to Luperon. In the last 2 years, we hauled out to do some major DIY projects, and today we're putting it all to the test. We're bums on a boat, and you'll want to subscribe to join us on this wild adventure.
Woo! Let's go, baby!
These are the tales of Boab.
Are you ready to send it, old girl? Guys, that's the sound of our engine running in the background. We are gonna send it this morning. Joel is out here getting a picture of the boat so we can send that to the Commandante, let them know that we're headed. Did you get a picture there, babe?
Yep.
We got in touch with our friends, Bill and Danilee and Drew on SV Caterpillar. They know that we're headed out, so if anything crazy happens out there, maybe they can come and rescue us or pull us off a reef. No, nothing crazy like that is gonna happen. We're just really excited and nervous.
Michael?
Yes, Joel.
I'm gonna go untie us from the mooring. You got the helm.
I got the helm.
Any last words?
Wish us luck.
Lola, are you excited? Nope, absolutely not. This sucks. Are you sure? Yep, I'm sure. Poor Lola has to stay down below because we still haven't got her a life jacket with a harness yet. There's so many things I feel like we still need to do, but I believe that that's always gonna be the case. You gotta pull the trigger at some point. Woo! Put it out of gear, put it out of gear. Okay. How do you think we did? Are you back in gear?
I'm back in gear.
Ah, of course it wasn't smooth. Just tell me to relax, guys. Tell me to relax.
I can't relax. I'm tense and nervous and I can't relax. Don't touch me. I do feel a lot better with Joel on the helm right now. He can take the responsibility. That was a little intense, almost running over our mooring lines. Leaving it all behind.
It's nerve-wracking.
Hey, Lola! Bajo! Lola, that was your buddy. He was just checking on you. I think it's gonna be a pretty good test out there today. The wind is actually just picking up on us.
Tony, I absolutely loved your idea about the piano playing on the back of the boat when we finally leave here, but I didn't have any time to practice the guitar. It was all just toilets and bilges. So it's food for thought for the rest of you who might be thinking about doing this whole thing. I imagined that we were gonna be writing poetry, playing the guitar, just walking on the slack line, and I've done none of that over the last year, none of it.
All right, he's pulling the main up. We're doing a switch.
Yep, keep us into the wind. We're going into the wind now, so.
Dead into the wind, headed out of the channel.
You only have a little bit of time.
Main is up, had to focus there. Not enough hands to hold a camera. We're just gonna keep you guys as updated as we can without losing our
Yeah, God, I just gotta learn to breathe. I've seen myself on camera underway and I'm just so antsy and amped up. And it just happened again where I'm telling Michael it's time to pull the main. We only have a certain amount of time into the wind. So I'm like, turn the camera off, let's go, let's go.
Now coming out or into this channel is kind of dicey. It's pretty well marked with buoys, but there's a lot of reefs and it gets pretty narrow and the rollers are breaking up against those reefs. So it's gonna be a little intense, but I think we got this. It's getting bumpier out here. Our friend from the boatyard, he's leading us out. What a guy.
When someone's telling you what to do, but you had a different plan, it's a little confusing. You're not really sure. Aquí, aquí.
Acá. Okay, over there. Sí.
Ahí.
Okay. Bien. straight through the middle of the markers. Seems pretty simple, right? We got rollers off our port side. We got a crazy rocky bench off our starboard side. Tell us the plan.
Okay, well, we've got a good easterly. We're heading north, so I think it's time to pull a jib out. Let's fill the sails.
Cut the engine.
Let's fill the sails first. See how we're doing, and then we'll cut the engine.
You're not having fun?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I don't know. I guess I prefer to make miles because it's okay. It's just a little dicey. We haven't been out here in a while. Our RPM gauge stopped working immediately, which is okay. There's just, you know, these waves are pretty big. They don't look that big. We're doing good. We're doing good. It's just been a while for me, you know. It's a little stressful.
Yeah, and it's kind of like having fun with your house. You know, your home, you're just going out and you're playing around with the home, which is kind of weird. I think, you know, most people don't choose to do that, except for us crazy sailor folks. Lola hasn't been sick yet, but she is shaking a little bit. She's a trooper. You're doing just fine, sweet girl. Doing just fine. Boss said to cut it, so we're gonna cut it. We do have a little drip on that impeller. We have the kit to replace it, just one of the many things we haven't done yet. I think that's just a reality of being out here, of sailing. It's like, the list never goes away. You might get some things knocked off the list, but then other things are gonna get added to the list. And if you wait for everything to be done, for everything to be perfect, well, you're never gonna go sailing. We've been working on the boat for 2 years and there's still tons of things that we just haven't quite got around to, but we're still out here sailing. Look at this, no engine. All right, I'm gonna take over on the helm here.
Michael motivates me in so many ways. This is one way. It was her birthday. She wanted to go sailing. I felt uneasy. We've been messing with the toilet forever. It's still not working perfectly. I was tossing around the idea of just digging in the toilet again today. You know, the winches need to be serviced. And we don't really know what we're gonna get out here with this. But that's why we came out here. That's why we decided to be bums on a boat, for adventure, for a little bit of risk.
Let's talk about another reason that we're out here, and that is to avoid the social disorder that happens around civilization from time to time. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. It sounds pretty crazy back in the States. We've been talking to our friends and relatives, and in all honesty, life has not changed really one bit for us here in Luperon, in the DR. They do have cases here. They are advising no large group gatherings, but there haven't been runs on the supermarkets. Like, we feel pretty secure.
Okay, I think she said too much. We're gonna get demonetized. But the cool thing is, though, is this is the whole master plan way back in the day. We thought maybe the world was gonna go into some sort of chaos, and we felt like we'd have better chances out here on a boat.
Joel, I just realized you haven't been sick yet.
I haven't been sick yet. But I did get sick right before we left. Sweetie, are you doing okay down here? Lola, are you all right, old girl? I'm a little bit nervous. She's amazing. We're gonna do our first tack here.
Swap it in.
All right, go ahead, send it.
It's stuck.
Damn spinnaker pole.
Careful, babe, careful.
I knew this spinnaker pole wasn't gonna work.
Do you need me to ease off on it? One hand on the boat at all times.
All right, we gotta find a better place for the spinnaker pole. I was pretty sure. Oh, dang. Okay. Not our smoothest tack. Well, happy birthday sail, babe.
Thanks, babe. What a crazy birthday present. Something cool?
No, No, say something cool, babe.
Oh, I said something cool.
No, you know what I mean.
Something cool.
No, say something cool. Don't say something cool. Be like, let's go.
Just letting going for it.
This one's for you, Tones. I'm starting to get the coffee amped up cough. You know what I mean? Get really amped up out here. Woo! But woo! Hey!
Hey!
All that time in the boatyard. If this is the only sail we get, was it worth it?
It was worth it.
Woo! Let's go, baby! Let's go, baby! The sails look really good. I mean, look at those sails. Look at those sails! One thing that has changed from before the boatyard till now is my trust in Michael to have the helm, to use the map. I'm not so scared about making sure she knows where she's going and her running into a reef or anything. I mean, crab pod? No, I don't see it yet, do you?
There's bottles.
Oh, right there, yep, you're good. That's the only one that we saw on the way out. She's really on it. I'm sure you guys know that if you've watched our channel. If you're new to our channel, this is the first time that we've sailed in quite a while. Since we sailed into Luperon, barely made it. We did a lot of work in the boatyard. Seems kind of like a blur now. There was a time where it felt like we would never get out of there. So this was a great baby step, another baby step. What do you think, Michael? What do you think?
I feel good. I think we're doing just fine. I can see our line here that we came out on, and we're pretty close to that. Our friend was making a big deal about the heading that we needed to be on, but really...
Stick to his heading.
I am. I'm following what we came out, but the GPS does seem to suggest that there's a lot more room out here than you might think. It gets narrow, but once you're out, it's okay.
And again, Tony, thank you for Navionics. Navionics is working great. Another reason why we kind of wanted to make an excuse is because our GPS has just not been working. We have an old 440S Garmin, and the software update just won't work. The maps are not being read, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna need a brand new GPS. But that didn't stop us.
Navionics.
Navionics is the future. So this is super basic, but some of you that watch actually have never sailed. So the saying goes, red, right, returning. So whenever you're pulling into a harbor, keep the red buoy to your right, red, right, returning. And if you're heading out, obviously it's on your left. So we just stay in between the red and green buoys. There's a reef marked straight ahead. We want to keep that on our starboard side. And Luperon Harbor is actually marked pretty well. Before we got here, a lot of people made it sound very scary to enter this harbor. And there are definitely reefs and rocks, but it is marked okay. And if you have a GPS on top of that, plus you have visual, you know, you go at a decent in the morning or daytime, you can see where there's some shallow spots. So it's not as crazy as people make it sound, but you got to be careful. You got to be aware out here. Am I amped up or what?
All right, it's all said and done, and that was like probably just under 2 hours. Felt a lot faster than that, but here we are coming in, flat water, back to the bay.
Lola, what do you think? Are you doing okay? Lola? You think you could be a sailor on this boat? Go ahead with Mom, help her find the mooring ball. Go on, old girl. Out there in the seas, we definitely wanted to leave her down below, but we planned to get a life jacket with a harness and a leash so we can clip her in, and we'll let her be up here. But now that we're coming into the harbor, it's pretty low-key, pretty calm. I think she can handle herself on deck. Got the mooring line all right, babe?
Yep.
Nice job. Lola has totally earned this. Go on, Lola.
look at those two. I just love them.
Cheers.
Cheers.
First off, I want to give a shout out to our patrons.
Yeah.
Because you guys keep us motivated and you keep us moving forward. You inspire us to push the limits, push ourselves. We filled Jacques Mate's sails. We actually, the rudder worked well, the keel stayed attached. We did a lot of big DIY jobs that we didn't really know how to do. So it was a little nerve-wracking.
And thanks for coming with us, guys. I think this is our sign-off. There's a lot more work to be done on the boat, but there's a lot more sailing that we're gonna do as well. In light of recent events, we probably won't be sailing to Puerto Rico this season.
Yeah, can I interject?
Please.
Yeah, so sail plan. That's kind of, I just want to, overarching sail plan.
Yeah.
Our sail plan has changed a bit with the recent events. Getting into Puerto Rico was our goal very soon, but we're looking into it. It seems like it might be a little dicey and put us in some uncomfortable situations. We might get turned away, quarantined. We're not really sure yet.
In the meantime, we hope you guys stay healthy, eat your garlic, stay inside, don't touch anybody.
Yeah,
and,
we're really worried about you guys.
Be
honestly.
well.
Stay
honestly.
safe. We're out here on a boat, kind of in the middle of nowhere.
We feel pretty safe.
Yeah, so good luck, everyone.
Yep, hang tight.
Yeah.
We love you guys. Bye.
These are the tales of Moab. Over here. Over here.
Come on, Willie. Pay attention. Focus.
Moab!
Lola dipped. How come you're so quiet?